Hey guys, first off I want to say thank you for checking out the JV page for InstaEngage 2.0. Now in this video I'm going to walk through some of the features in the software and some of the things that your customers can expect to see once they're inside our platform. So first off we're going to head over to the Influencer Campaign Manager. Now what this allows your customers to do is create a folder-like system to manage all the different influencers that they find inside our platform. So we're going to go ahead and go over to Influencer Campaigns. We're going to create a new campaign. Let's call it InstaEngage example. Go ahead and hit submit. And you can see that a campaign is being created here. Now if we click this edit button, it won't bring up anything because we have no influencers added to our campaign currently. So what we're going to do is head over to find influencers now. And we're just going to search for, let's say, pugs. The options here for sorted by are no sorting. Now what this does is it uses our internal algorithm. So we go over things like the like to comment ratio, how many followers the influencer has, how engaged their followers are, and we use a few other metrics as well to determine what we think is the best influencer for your customer's search. And the other option is the default sort by followers, and what this does is it basically lists all the influencers starting with the one with the most amount of followers. So I'm going to select no sorting and go ahead and hit search. And as you can see, it's found 35 influencers that the system believes are the best fit for what we are doing. So there's a page-like system down here. You can go to the next page, and all of these results are brought in live. It's collecting things like whether the influencer has an email listed, whether they've got a Kik listed. Now Kik is a popular messaging platform that a lot of influencers use. You can see here it's got, you know, the page listed, the page name, a direct link to their Instagram profile if they wanted to go check it out. It also lists things like the amount of followers they have, how many times they've posted, when the last time they posted was. So you can see, you know, how active that influencer is. Now, if we go back to the first page, a really handy feature that we've spent a lot of time working on is the deep dive functionality. Now, your customers can find this by pressing this ... button here on the right hand side and selecting the deep dive search. Now, what this does is it goes into the influencer's specific profile page, and it goes through the latest 12 posts. From there, it figures out the ratio between the number of followers they have and the number of comments and likes they have. So you can see, you know, on average, what the sort of engagement rates you can expect from a campaign if you were to run one with this particular influencer. This is really important to know because someone might have a lot of followers, but their engagement percent might be really, really low. And this is a key indicator that that particular influencer has more than likely purchased their followers. So those followers aren't real. They're not real people. They're all bots. And these are the sort of accounts that you want to avoid. You know, when you're just getting into advertising with influencers, this is a huge trap that your customers can fall into. So what we want to do, let's go back to finding some influencers, and let's add a couple of these to our campaign. So we'll select our example campaign, hit save, and you can see here, as you can see, it's now listed in the example campaign. This is really handy if you want to compile a list of, let's say, your top 10 influencers in a particular niche. That way you can come back to it, you can have all their details in front of you, and it's super easy to get to. Of course, you can also remove the influencers. Another key aspect of the software is the emailing directly from the tool itself. This allows you and your customer to save a ton of time because you no longer have to copy their email address, go out, you know, into your email inbox sort of thing, email them from there, then come back into the software. It can all be done from here. And another huge time saver that we've added is the ability to create templates. So with the template, you can add a name for your template so that you can easily recognize it. You can add a subject, and you can also add a body. Now what this does is it allows you to create sort of like a generic template that you can then quickly customize for each individual influencer that you're wanting to email. This saves you time because you no longer have to, create a template in Word, save it on your desktop or wherever, and then go back to it each time you want to do it. You can use this template all directly from the software itself. So if we go ahead and create a test email template here, go ahead and save it. Now if we go back to find influencers, and we'll just need to find one that has an email address listed. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Alright, here you go. You can see that there is an email listed here. So what you do is you go ahead and click on the email, select the template you want to use, and boom, it's all right here. You can easily edit it. Go ahead and hit send email, and that will send the email directly to the influencer using your email address. Then on the flip side of that, we also have the email analytics. Now this will track whenever an influencer opens up your email, so you can see which influencer has read your email, which ones you need to follow up on, when you can expect a reply from any given influencer that you message. So that's a pretty brief overview of the features inside InstaEngage 2.0, and we look forward to having you on board.